So, now that we have your little friend to safety, to what do I owe the pleasure, Dr. Z?
Well, Thespa. Good to see that you're doing well. Seems like you've managed to gain a bit more power and a bit more control over Garcia. I'm sure that's all just temporary.
Well, we'll see about that, although I suspect if we were to have democratic elections in the upcoming years, the free people of Garcia might be quite inclined to voting for yours truly, what with how things have been going.
The savior of Garcia Station. Yes, I see your plans within plans.
Has a nice ring to it, doesn't it?
M8 here has a friend just over there in those Synth war camp.
Oi!
Yes, that's M8.
A rescue mission then, is it?
That's right.
Well, you might want to talk with some of my people living down here. Many of them also have friends they would like to reclaim from the other side.
Yeah, you say you've got people trapped on the other side. Well, we're about to have a captain cook around, and we need a way in.
Well, M8, you'll be pleased to learn that my people have created tunnel networks throughout the entire station.
Yeah.
Including directly underneath the Synth war camps. You'll be able to move undetected all the way over to that side, but once you emerge to ground level, well, you'll find things a lot harder at that point.
Well, I have an idea about that.
Hello and welcome everybody to another thrilling escapade on rocks floating around balls of gas.
I don't know if that's how it works.
The recall the Backwater Bastards in space!
In space!
Oh, yes. Oh, we're here.
I will be your DM for the evening, along with me for the ride, though, other players. We have over the side, Daniel, a.k.a. Dr. Z, the Psychic Jellyfish.
I'm just happy to be back on Garcia. I wonder if Harry's been around lately.
And over here, we have Taylor, a.k.a. Cleo deCap, a.k.a. M8, the super dense, super charming Synth.
Yes. And joining us as ever at the helm of the ship, where he belongs in the dick seat, it is the Clobber,
the Jerkin,
the Maul,
the Pitchin',
the Overwhelming,
the Wallopin',
and the Paste. It is DM Dynamite.
What happened with those words?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
I'm reading what's on the list.
The word was thrash, and because that's a verb, and I got all my verbs from strong matches.
We pasted him. We pasted the sucker.
No, you've become a paste.
Oh.
I've been thrashed into a paste?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I've been pasted. You pasted the sucker.
You get pasted.
The pasted.
Yeah.
The paste.
That sounds like some sort of slang.
This is wild. Okay.
I don't know how words work, but we've done it now. There's your introduction, Dickie.
You could use any word to mean thrash if you used it right.
Oh, there you go.
It's true.
Wisdom.
There you go.
You want me to fucking take you out to teammate?
Jesus.
Whoa.
Wow.
Did you got
You want to
that,
go
right?
to the fucking dancers, cunt?
I'm gonna go fucking help some old lady across the street.
You want to mow my lawn, bastard?
The one about tea was...
Yeah, it was really dark.
That should be in the next soft cut.
Oh, they will be.
You will be. You will be.
You will be.
Yoda fucking being weird.
Oh,
Dark as fuck, eh? He's like,
Yeah.
shit.
you will be. So here we are, back on Garcia Station.
Oh, I love it here. Garcia Station, what a vibe.
Best of the best.
It's a bit different now, though.
What do you mean by
Yes,
that?
half the station is occupied by the Synth army.
It's not the
row
free
upon
loving
row.
consumerism, shopping, hang out with everyone vibe that it was.
No. Now it is the staging point for a very, very mathematical and rigid army, and the synth side of the station is just these perfectly aligned little outhouse-looking tents, each one containing a single soldier.
Ooh.
Meanwhile,
this
back
is
on
concerning.
the Wraith side,
It is.
Thespa is doing her best, at least, to try and keep her people safe, and that especially means the synthetic occupants of the station. As it turns out, the synth army are making raids across the border into town and capturing any lone synths that they can get their hands on, including making an attempt on M8 himself, narrowly escaping with the aid of Dr. Z, Boris, and of course Thespa and her clutch. And now, having gone down an elevator deep into the bowels of the asteroid upon which the station is built, Thespa has revealed a network of wraith caverns that have been carved over the years underneath the city, unknown by anyone else, and certainly impossible to scan with any technology that the synths currently possess. Due to specially chosen geometry by precognitives from Future Gaze, wraith carvings can in fact be very, very difficult to detect, and their caves literally impossible.
So I have an idea. We will take this here stolen bit of tech from one of them machines out there. We could attach it to M8 here and try to mask M8's synth code so that we can walk across there without them noticing us.
Well, that will certainly make you go undetected a little longer. But I suspect you yourself will draw unwanted attention. I mean, the plan will work. What help do you think I can be?
And don't worry about that, Z. I can do
Here's Boris.
I can do the drama thing. Is it all right though if I were to sort of flip up some of your panels and install this in there?
Yeah, nah. M8's not trying to get lifted. Ever. It's pretty custom in there.
Ah, heck. It's
Yeah, what do you think about
You're very
that? Wow.
impenetrable outer cell that you have. M8.
Yeah,
I
nah.
suppose that makes sense with the power source that you're housing.
Yeah. I'll get hot and I'm dancing. I've crafted a lot of this in my labs. I have a couple labs. But, yeah, I just need to get in there.
Alright, well, is there any way that you can mask your own signature? Maybe like lower the frequency at which it comes out, just enough that we can hide it by putting this one over the top.
Yeah, nah. I smell what you're putting down. But the thing is, how do you turn off being dense?
Can M8 even do that?
I mean, like M8 can increase their density, and therefore they can go back to their baseline. But their baseline is still very, very dense, and there's no getting around that.
Yeah, I mean, M8's got firewalls and things of that nature, but that's probably not quite as heavy as new tech, if you know what I mean.
That might be fine though, Emma. If you would be happy enough to run your processes through the firewall, that should dampen the signal enough that if they were scanning, they will only see the much shinier, brighter signal from this device if I strap it to your head.
Yeah, nah, let's let it rip.
Alright, okay, this might feel a bit weird, but it's probably going to sound a bit weird too, actually, because it's kind of going to be projecting through your own brainwaves until we have I'm just going to say it might be a bit distracting, Emma, but I'm just going to... I've seen how strong you are, so I'm just going to weld this on here. It's not going to do any damage.
Yeah, Legions.
Yeah. You can just melt it off again when you're done. Alright. That looks pretty good.
Very fetching.
How do you think M8 wants to have a look?
I'll make a bit of the. Oh no, I'm not in the honey. What is the robot I'm in now?
Yeah, you're in the muscle man suit.
I'm in the muscle man.
We haven't really talked about
What
it.
is the muscle man suit?
Oh, exactly. Like Z has a new body that Boris made him. Like,
yeah. With the big
and
arm.
it's kind of inspired by Deets. Like it's
Well, I guess
I'm just
get around
gonna
to
like
describing that
roll
later
up
on.
to you,
But yeah.
and I'm gonna have a
I'll,
look at myself like in your leg.
I'll polish off one of my chest pack bits, or maybe my thigh.
Yeah, M8's not very tall.
it'd be a more appropriate height.
Yeah.
I think Z's new body. We haven't talked about how big it is, but I'm imagining him being like well over 6 foot tall
Oh
now.
my god,
I'm a hunk
You're
boy.
like He-Man.
I'm a He-Man.
Wow, M8 just rocks up to your like leg and kind of looks in the reflection of your thigh.
Yeah.
See there, mate? Very fetching.
Oh, yeah, this looks great. Oh, I might keep it. If you don't need it back, Boris.
Oh, well, I mean, you can keep it, but you know, it's going to make you look like you're a synth soldier, which might not always be the disguise that you want to put on.
Alright.
It's all the punks wearing like military gear, you know? Love the look. Hate what it stands for, you know? Like
M8 is like scooting around, checking it out from different angles.
I'd like to say at this point, so Boris, since we have just described Z's new body, I don't think Z's got a head anymore. I think it's just shoulders that flatten
He's
off.
buff
and,
boy, right?
And Z is in like the chest area, but hidden behind armor plates.
This is like some
in
Teenage
the,
Mutant Ninja Turtle shit.
Yeah.
Kerrang!
More Krang than he's ever been.
Yeah, and if you were to walk down the street on a beach, maybe, and the sun was setting and the waves were just coming in, and you saw Boris and Z walking down the street, you'd think that they are just two huge bodybuilder hunks. Now that Boris has got the big arm, and then now I'm walking around in this massive robot body. Yeah, we look like
And then
two
you'd get up
bodybuilders
close
now.
and you would be disappointed.
You would be very disappointed. But from a distance, with the appropriate lighting, very
With
impressive.
that silhouette, cutting
Oh,
it,
yeah.
baby,
Oh.
cutting
I
it.
love that. Like Z, he's like triangular, right?
Yes,
like he
yes,
is. Like
yes,
he's
yes.
got
Oh, I
big
love it, yes.
shoulders.
I wasn't
He's
thinking
got
triangular, but now you've said
World
that,
of
yes.
Warcraft. World of Warcraft fucking shoulder
He's a
plates. like,
Tauren.
yeah.
Oh, yes. Cut the head off the Tauren. And I suppose
Yeah.
Tauren's heads are actually quite low already, aren't they? So, but yeah, it's
But you want to have like a full on, like
full
straight across.
line across the top. Yeah.
I like
Yeah,
that.
Yeah. But it is, as you say, it is quite disappointing once you get close.
With a
It's like-
little,
it's a
little
jellyfish
fish, little
inside
fish bowl tucked in.
it. Exactly.
Oh.
Yeah.
Boris is just like a distressed Stretch Armstrong.
Boris is a slap competition pro because one arm is massive and the rest of the body is
Yeah.
not massive.
Well, I mean, he tells people he got that from slapping.
Oh, what was he slapping? He's slapping some meat.
Jukebox hero.
Well then, now with that all covered, I'm afraid I can't lead you over there myself. It would not do. The likely event that you got caught, if I was, at least on paper, made a deal with the Synth army, for me to be caught on the other side of the line wouldn't look good whatsoever. So, one of my children will show you the way.
Ooh. Okay.
Very well.
Bethes, come here. You get them as close as you can to right in the middle of the camp, wherever it is they're trying to go, and don't you get caught either, because, well, it wouldn't be a very good look for one of my children to be over there either.
Don't worry. As soon as we're over there, Bethes can head back.
Yeah, Mom. yeah, Mom. It's fine. This guy. All right, you guys. Follow me.
What was your name again? Young lad?
Bethes.
Oh, yeah, There's
Bethesda.
files.
No.
Ain't never finished nothing in your
He's
life.
got the Thez from Thespa. We've established that wraiths like do that. Got that naming system now with
Bethesda, the old walking quest. Escort, huh?
Reward 1 sweet roll.
So as a tall, slender wraith steps out from the side, he's decked out. He's wearing, on top of his natural wraith chitin, he is wearing a full, long, black jumpsuit, effectively, almost like a leotard.
Dang.
And despite having 3 natural arms on his own body, he in fact has a 4th synthetic arm grafted to the one side as well.
Ooh.
This union of genetic mutation and cyborg technology, making him a very unique being in terms of wraiths or cyborgs that you've come across in the world, as wraiths generally shy away from that sort of thing, not really needing to do it. And he strides up, raising to his full height, his backwards articulated legs, making his steps long and heavy, and without even looking back, wanders down one of the many passageways through these dark caverns. You're forced to rush along after to keep up, but once he realizes that you are not quite as stridey as he is, he does slow down enough to guide you over to the synth side of the station.
So, Bethesda, you've probably heard of me and, us.
Yeah, you help with the takeover.
Oh, yeah, wait, I'm not with
Yeah.
Cleo. I thought I was with Cleo, but that's why I said us, because I was like, Cleo's here. Cleo's not here. Shit. But yeah.
My sister actually met you back in those times. Yeah, she had nothing nice to say, really, but,
Well, seems like Thespa's done well for herself. And you? Don't see too many wraith walking around with this much integration.
Yeah, well, I was a bit lopsided, wasn't I? So I thought I'd maybe just go on to the other side of the station and get some upgrades. You know how long I'd have to spend walking around with 3 arms before my body would grow the 4th?
How long?
Waste of time, if you ask me.
You were gonna grow another one.
Still doing it. But, in the meantime, I got this thing, ain't I?
Where's it at?
And Bethesda sort of peers down at M8, yanking up the leotard and revealing a tiny little arm, almost like a little T-Rex arm, growing out of
reactor.
growing out of his side.
Oh, legend. Yeah, yeah, you made that yourself. M8 made this arm as well.
Well, yeah. Maybe we got more in common than... I mean, that's the point of the station, isn't it?
That's it.
That's why we gotta get over there and save your friend and work out we're gonna save all our other friends.
You made your arm, I made my arm. We're the same.
Thespa says that the synth scanners can't see us down here. I mean, I can see that there are some shapes carved into the walls. Nothing's quite straight, and there's well, I mean, there seems to be some sort of pattern, but I can't quite put my finger on it. How does that all work, then? Oh, you interested in the old ways? I mean, I don't put much stock in them myself, but these caves are pretty neat, huh? We go one of the seers over from Future Gaze. Yeah, that's how the thing works, you know. You get someone with precognitive abilities, and they start chipping away at the walls, and then when they chip just far enough that they can't see anybody seeing this place in the future, then they move along to the next little bit of wall. It takes a long time, takes a lot of work, but yeah, that's how race work. We take our time and do things. So not me, though. I like to race to the finish, like the metal arm here.
I think we all have a pretty good fondness for big metal arms. Check us out, swole, eh?
Yeah,
all of us.
Yeah, me as well.
Arms in the air. That's M8.
What's that meme where they're all like pumping iron together and it's boom, it's all the muscle dudes from the 80s, like Schwarzenegger and whatnot, all like
From the film Pumping Iron, yeah.
Is it from Pumping Iron? Right, okay, right, there we go.
When Schwarzenegger became a celebrity because he was like in this fucking documentary and he was like had such a big personality. People were like, we gotta hire this guy to do movies.
So good.
Bloody hell. How long have you been working on this? The war only just kicked off. Actually, Boris, how long have we been drinking? Ugh.
Well, I stayed sober for a few days, so
Oh my
it's
god.
been at least a few days. Oh, you know, Mom's been planning this thing for a long time, and people before her were already digging, so yeah, there's plenty of networks down here. I mean, if Wraiths get themselves on a planet, you gotta know they're gonna do some digging.
Oh,
Nice.
really?
Agree.
That's good to know.
We gotta find some tunnels.
That's good to know.
Yeah, now we know. Anytime we go on a Wraith planet, find tunnels. Secrets are in the
What
tunnels.
kind of tunnels does Zuzu have?
Oh, shit!
That's why I'm like, hey, wait.
Oh, I didn't even think of that. Yeah. Maybe our green tunnels connect with Zuzu's tunnels.
I mean, the first time you met Zuzu, it was about a tunnel that she'd dug.
Okay, Dickie, I see what you've done here. Right,
Episode
congratulations, you've
1.
done some planning.
Episode 1.
Okay, let's give you a little bit of an award. Here's a sticker.
Well, here we are. Like,
Once
4
again.
years into this, and we figured it out.
And I'm still pretending like I knew what I was doing from the start.
Yeah, but you're doing it well.
doing it and doing it and doing it well.
But yeah, anyway, the funny shapes that they carve into the walls, they make it so, they do something funny with the scanners. They bounce right past. I mean, who knows? It's the precogs, you know? They can see things we can't.
Gotta have a precognitive character one day, don't we?
Now my mind's just running away with ideas of like what to do. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, precogs. But now you listen here. M8 is on a mission. I've received a signal that one of mine is in there. And that's what we're doing here. We need to get into the camp immediately. Yeah, yeah. Now you there.
That's the point, M8. How are you going to spot them when we do get up there?
Well, now here's the thing. M8, here's the code.
He's starting to believe.
Oh, well, yeah, this is one of the problems of being down here, my little shiny friend. These things work both ways. You aren't gonna get any signals out of these tunnels neither. So, well, I reckon if we go another 2 kilometers that way, that's gonna get us nice and under their camps, and we'll see about finding you an exit, so you can do your thing with your code or whatever.
And how many exits do you have over on their side of the camp?
Bethes turns around slowly to Z. Big toothy grin revealing needle-like teeth all the way around, and then 3 that have been replaced with chrome teeth on one side.
Badass.
Ooh.
There's a lot of them, my friend. But that's need to know information Wraith stuff, you know?
Yeah,
Good to know.
Well, M8 only needs to know about one. And that's the one I'm gonna stick my head out of to hear the code.
Alright then, my friends. Just up here. Oh, check this out. You're gonna flip when you see this one. Alright.
And Bethes touches his long, articulated fingers across one of the walls until he finds a section that looks much like the rest of it. And of all those little geometric shapes carved into the walls, one of them presses in. And you hear something like rock slide against rock, and then mechanical movements behind the walls.
Wow.
And then the popping sound. A section of the ceiling slides open, revealing a completely invisible to the naked eye doorway carved into the geometric shapes of the walls and ceiling, and light streams down.
Ooh.
Now, just before you go out, let me just see where we is down here, because I don't know all the caves that well, so, I mean, we don't know what's going on up there, so, let me just have a look. Oh, yep, we're locked out, my friends. Not a Synth army personnel inside up there. It's actually in an alleyway, so, you're all good.
Bloody hell, Bethesda, get your big ass down here. Your mother finds out that you put your neck out before us. Ugh, I do not want to be in Thespa's bad books.
Hey, I know the city and you guys don't, so you guys just gotta let me have a look, okay? It's fine. Ma don't need to know. Nothing happened. I ain't gonna come up and help you. That's where I draw the line. I mean, I'll keep myself safe if that's what you want, but,
Yes, keep yourself safe. We'll be fine.
Wait. You there. Bethesda. You staying in the tunnel?
as my ma says, they see a wraith sneaking around, they're probably gonna ask some questions, and if they realize I am who I am, and I is who I is, it's not gonna look good with the agreement. The agreement that Mom
you
made
staying
with
in
them.
the tunnel, but M8, when we come back to the tunnel, you gonna let us in?
Oh, check out the brains on Brad. No, check out the brains on this guy. Oh, yeah. I didn't know if you thought about that part. Yeah, I'll show you how to open the exit then. You see on the other side. Now
shit.
look here.
Good one, Taylor.
What?
See this shape here?
No, because I didn't think of
Was
that.
he really not gonna? Dick, were you gonna let us be trapped? Yeah, you were.
Yeah, okay. Thank you, Taylor, for figuring that out, because
Okay,
I guess Taylor's from Future Gaze.
I am.
Yeah.
So you didn't know this about M8, but
Yeah.
Now you see this shape here. This one shape here. Now, I shouldn't be even telling you this, but that shape there looks like a triangle.
Yeah.
I mean, it is a triangle, but you see the three angles there.
Yeah, this
Now,
shape is a pyramid.
Oh, there we go. Well, it's not just a perfectly symmetrical pyramid, though, my friend. If you take into account the angles here, and you gotta have pretty good eyes to do it, like I do. You see this shape somewhere in a wraith structure? It's always a button.
There we go.
boy, girl, naked squirrel. You know?
You didn't
Holy
hear it
heck.
here, but there's another one of those up top that's gonna let you back in.
Yeah,
Hey, it's Garcia. What is this place for if not sharing our intel and our information and all of our secrets, hey?
legend.
Have fun up there.
Tar.
And M8 just starts rolling. Wait, how's the exit? Because is it like just up and down? Because we're gonna have a problem.
I think it's sort of like 45 degrees up,
I
like
think you're going to see Boris and Z doing some heavy lifting, if you know what I mean.
yeah, M8. I feel like M8 is the only one who won't be able to climb up on their own.
Don't worry, Boris and Z are going to fucking bench press right now.
Boris looks over to Z,
Dick is like, have you? That's not okay.
flexing his huge, strong chrome arm.
His
Z
strong
looks
arm.
back, pumps his chest a little bit.
Oh my god.
Are you thinking what I am, Z?
Time to get a bit of pump on.
Hey, mate. I think it's pretty clear that you're not going to be able to climb up there on your own, so don't worry, though. Me and Z have got this covered.
Oh, yeah, nah.
Okay, we're going to need to do some strength rolls. And here's where we establish that Z
Yes.
in this body has a +5 to strength now.
Yes! What have I lost, though? I have to have lost something. I've lost my
You're
dexterity.
dumber now.
You've lost your entire honey
You have
boy.
like incredible.
I've lost my honey boy.
You can't do any
now
honey
you have
boy
stretch
stuff.
marks.
Yeah. Because I'm so swollen.
Yeah, you got.
No, but like you guys have like fully like got gains.
I'm into it. I'm into my +5 strength. I'll take it. I'm just so used to being punished that I had to ask about what was taken away from me.
Well,
but if nothing, I will just take the win. Thank you.
Just stop talking, Don't be a,
Okay. Thank you for this gift, Dickie.
Just thank him
Okay,
and
well,
keep walking.
I'm gonna roll for Boris if you want to roll for yourself.
I'm just D20 and then I'm going to add a 5.
Don't be a sticky beak.
Fuck, I rolled a 3.
Well,
I'm on 8.
doesn't even matter that you're strong.
Well, I rolled a 9.
So we both failed.
So wait, I break.
So, Boris and Z come round either side, strutting in, flexing, grabbing M8 by the back of the chassis, each in their strong, powerful mechanical arms. And then they strain to lift M8 up to the gap. M8's little feet coming up off the ground and kicking about for an instant.
Oh, come on, Boris. We can do this.
I can't do it, Z. He's so heavy.
Boris, it's all about mindset. Lock eyes.
Now, this is quite sexual. Boris and Z on either side of you, locking eyes with each other, lifting you up in between them.
Locking eyes.
Bend your knees, Boris.
Bending from the knees. Lift for the knees, not by the back.
Here we go.
Both
What?
of them in a deep squat. Posterior is pointed backwards.
Yes.
Backs straight but slightly arched. Shoulders pulled back. Chest pushed forward as they get their hands underneath. Grab M8 and they make another strength attempt.
There we go, Boris.
15 plus 5, 20.
And an 11 from Boris. That's double success. And this time, straining, howling with the intensity of the flexing muscles on Boris's part, but mainly his arm is obviously doing most of the lifting.
And mate's just like, she'll be right.
And I just stare at Boris and I say,
We never leave anyone behind again.
And they shove M8, screeching metal chassis up the rock wall, up into the city above.
Or yeah!
I grab Boris's fist. We clench. We do that fucking power move. One
You son of a
metal.
bitch!
I knew you had it in you.
All right, Z. Team. We don't actually have a name for our team,
we don't
do
have
we?
a team. But we have a team.
Team
You
Pump.
and Cleo always had a Theo thing. Can't be called Boris?
Boris.
You would be called B.O.
Bench.
Well, that would be Boris and Cleo.
Or Zorus.
Zoris?
Zorus?
Boris, I don't want to think about Cleo right now. But yes, we can be Zoris.
Sounds so stupid.
Well, what did you
Wait, no,
expect?
we maybe it's not when we
Heck yeah!
Are you the Pump
we
Brothers?
can't. No, I'm gonna do. No, we can't.
Boris, we can't do that name. It hurts me too much to think of Cleo. But what we can do is we can make a patch and uniforms for our gym equipment, and we can have our own gym gang.
We will be the gym. We will be the Pump Bros.
Pump
The
Bros.
Pump Bros.
Pump Boys.
Brothers.
We will be Pump Brothers.
Oh my god.
No, like, I'm trying to think for merching opportunities. We could sell this like Pump.
Yeah,
it could be
people
Pump
will
Brothers is
definitely.
pretty funny.
People
Pump
will
Brothers, okay,
definitely
yeah.
buy
Pump Boys.
the Pump,
Pump
Boys.
Boys.
Pump Boys. I can't.
Boys is pretty weird.
No,
Yeah,
I
that's
love
the
it.
point,
I love
though.
it.
You want Pump Boys?
Yeah.
Okay.
You gotta
It
have
is-
like the steel fists, like
Yeah,
clenched.
Pump
Exactly.
Boys. Pump Boys.
Boris,
Oh my
we will make a line of merchandise for our gym equipment. You and I will wear it. Hot pants, tight shirts, little things that go around our heads to keep the sweat out of our eyes. We will be the Pump Boys.
Heck yeah!
Heck yeah, Pump Boys!
Bye-bye!
Well,
It There we go. Got to make that now. Got to make that t-shirt.
So, like, if we make hot pants that say Pump Boys on them, are you and Dan gonna model them?
yeah, you know how girls would wear those pants that said Roxy on the ass?
We know.
Yeah,
We know.
Pump Boys.
That's you and Dick
Yeah.
now, right?
Me and Dick are
Right?
going to wear Pump Boys. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
I will,
You gotta
I will
sell it
find
somehow.
out how to get this done.
I feel
Okay.
like the shirts are what we'll actually sell.
Yeah, no, it
the hot
isn't.
pants are
It's
just for
the-
us.
it's the hot
hot pants are
pants.
just for
Hot
us.
pants is for us, yeah.
Oh, yeah? No, I'll bet there's a whole bunch of people out there.
People aren't going to buy those. I mean, a few people would,
Okay.
but like,
No, they're out there.
I think
yeah, they
people
probably
might
don't
buy
listen
it.
to our show.
They
I think
will
some people
now.
might- no, but people will wear it not knowing. They'll be like, Pump Boy sounds fucking rad.
It's going to be one of those
boys.
like confusion demographics where there's like really horrible gym bros that are into it. And then there's going
Yeah.
to be like other people who are like,
This shit's weird. I
It
like
says,
it.
I'm
it
into
says
this
pump
for a
boys
different-
across your butt. You
I
know
also
that.
It says
like-
Pump Boys across the guy's butt.
I also
like
like
it.
to pump boys. But then, but I love this because you and Boris aren't fucking working out. You just have fake arms.
Yeah. We're all fat, no poop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you didn't
Still go to the gym and like show off how heavy the things they can lift up.
Yeah, well now we've got gym equipment, Taylor. We can go to the gym. we can now.
Okay. Well, yeah.
We didn't have gear before, so we couldn't go before.
You're right.
But now
I
we
love
have
that,
gear.
like the idea of Z going to the gym in a totally mechanical body and lifting stuff, like, is so in character.
I love it. The pump boys.
So as Boris and Z heave their slick, muscular bodies up through the gap,
No one thought season 3 was going to be this hot, but holy hit.
Here we are.
and as
Margot
Boris
and Cleo are being shipped, and Boris and Z are fucking
Pump
making
boys.
a calendar. Pump boys.
Boris feels about on the rock entrance looking for that pyramid-like stone before finally finding it and pressing it in as the door closes behind you. And as you look around, you see you're in a fairly ordinary-looking alleyway on the synthetic side of Garcia Station. You're in between two tall buildings. And there's quite a bit of trash around. And you look down one end, you can see a street. And in that street, you can hear sounds of steel feet marching about on the road. Back in the other direction, the alleyway curves around a corner to the backside of one of the buildings. And across that backside is written Pump Boys.
Pump boys. Fuck.
I'm nervous.
We're the pump boys.
I'm nervous about the feet sounds.
Ting, 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 ting.
I don't like that. I know that's bad for us. Hey, let me ask a question.
Mm-hmm.
I got this piece on me now. But is it enough? Like if someone sees me,
Well, if someone sees you, it's all fucking over.
Really?
Like, you know, like, if anyone, like, looks too closely at you, they're gonna know that you're not supposed to be here.
Do I still have stealth field generators?
Yes, you
but how
surely
long
do.
is that gonna
Okay,
last?
How far away are the steps? Are they coming this way? Can I listen
No,
for a
they're,
moment?
they're marching about back there, but it doesn't seem like they're coming towards you.
Okay.
I
You
can
can just
maintain a, if I concentrate though, I can maintain a shield projection, right?
As long as
A
everybody,
stealth field generator.
as long as everybody stays within it well, like everyone's got to have to still make stealth rolls.
Can I
to
do a
maintain
stealth
that
field
stuff.
generation in like a umbrella way of like holding it, like holding the umbrella in front of us to try and like all stand behind it type thing?
I feel.
Do you know what I
like-
mean?
I do know what you mean. I feel like I've said no to that in the past already. So
Oh, do you now? Because I feel like you've said yes to it in the past. And none of us can prove each other wrong.
no, we need a rules lawyer, and none of us are.
Okay, here's the thing.
No.
Here's the thing. Let's build a trash barrier.
Yeah. Okay,
First things first, we gotta fucking get some of this trash.
let's get this trash.
Yeah, we made it. It's apples. But despite M8's recent firmware updates, they will probably not perceive me to be part of their outfit.
Right,
Yeah.
and also us.
Yeah, nah. Yeah, no, you are just really not gonna fit
We're
in
not going to
here.
fit in at all, no.
It's not for any lack of iron. Cause
Lack of what?
you know, whatever that is that you're made out of.
Arn?
Arm?
Arn.
You got lots of arm.
Ah, yes.
Yes,
You've got
we've
enough
been-
arm that maybe they.
We've been arms to the teeth, see.
But what bloody hell do we do, mate?
Yeah, we gotta hide.
Yeah, because as long as they don't see us, that's fine, because they're not going to sense M8 over here, and none of them are psychic, so they're not going to find me or you neither.
Yeah, so let's build a trash wall.
Okay. That's only going to keep us safe for now.
Yeah.
well, I mean,
Okay,
you only
right,
need to be safe for now. You know, you
Well,
gotta work out what
right
to
now,
do.
we need to be safe right now.
No, okay, yeah. Right now. Do it. Right. Okay.
And then
well,
we have to make another decision when we move.
Don't you worry about it, M8. Boris and I will get all the heavy ones. Let's go get them. Let's go get this lift.
Yeah, be quiet about it. Be quiet about it. Yeah, shut up over there. Because don't you hear all the synths moving around? Yeah, quiet.
This one. Boris, this.
Why don't you move that one over here?
And then instead of... Oh,
Yeah.
the really big piece. I mean, just get the really big one. We can hide behind
Get
that.
the big one first.
We're gonna do
yes.
the big one.
Yeah,
big one
should have
first,
done.
yeah.
Should have done.
Boys.
But boys, they won't be seeing us behind this thing.
Yeah, now get behind there and get small.
And as you all duck behind the wall of trash that you've hastily assembled, you hear the clinking of footsteps moving past the alleyway. You can hear many distinct footsteps, but they're all moving in unison.
But they're not coming
And
in
from
here.
your position, you can't see, but you don't hear anyone coming into the alleyway. You just hear a whole platoon of synths march straight past. And although some of them may have peeked into the alleyway, you have no way of knowing. They certainly don't appear to have seen you or notice anything
Bam!
out of the ordinary.
Bam!
done it. We've done it.
Okay, well, one thing. Check that off.
M8.
Yeah, nah.
M8. Are you picking up anything?
Nah.
Let's do a little D100, hey?
What?
Oh,
Excuse
100
me.
Ds. Can M8 handle 100 Ds?
So you've rolled a 48 there.
Yeah.
An M8, listening into the wind. Not really listening, and not really into the wind, but feeling those
Say it then.
electrical signals that fly and
Could've said anything.
dance. Fly and dance across the air. He can smell.
Oh.
Just the faintest hints of the legacy code.
M8. M8, you still there? You're glazing over. M8.
Yeah. Nah, yeah. I was just, I had found it.
You found it.
Yeah, I found it, but here's the thing. It's over there somewhere, and it's a bit away. But the trace is here.
We've got a location.
But that means we're gonna have to go across all these streets where there's Synth's army everywhere.
Yeah, nah.
Don't you worry about it. Boris, grab that big sheet of metal there, and I'll bring this one over. Let's weld these together, and we've got ourselves a movable little wall.
Oh my god, we're doing movable rock.
Metal Gear Solid.
We're movable rock.
Pump. Boys!
Alright, pump Boris, yes. Okay, you hold it still, I'm just gonna weld it.
Is this happening because you guys haven't had a drink in a while, or like?
Yeah, I mean, like, look, we gotta work out or we gotta get drunk. It's we gotta forget our problems somehow.
That is the vibe. It's like if I'm not committing like gross substance abuse on my body, then I am committing gross abuse on my body. One or the other.
I love the fact as well that because their strength entirely comes from artificial means, every time they lift something, they're actually making themselves weaker, not stronger.
What?
No, I don't know about that.
Because you're wearing down how it connects in.
Yeah, exactly. Like an organic body gets stronger because it builds muscle, but a synthetic body
we
gets
don't need to
weaker.
think about that. We don't need to think about that. So that's kind
Well,
of
I mean,
like bad
Boris
news.
is definitely doing that, but Z is just like in a bag.
Anyways,
But maybe
Pump
you're
Boys
getting
right now.
dumber by doing this.
Well,
Because you're doing
I
it.
think everyone's having a go on Pump Boys right now, and maybe
You're doing this with
maybe,
your
in fact,
you're doing this with your brain, and so
watch.
every time you super pump your brain, you get stupider.
Z has done plenty of brain thought stuff over the past 2 seasons, and look where that got
Yeah,
us.
look
So
where
now we're going to
now
rely
we're doing
on
movable
Brawn.
rock.
Now we're doing movable rock, and it's going to work
Hey,
brilliantly.
you know what?
So,
Let it rip.
are we just going to pick this thing up and start moving?
Yes.
Is that?
Yeah.
That's the
And this
plan.
is the box. This is like the box in like those Kojima games where you hide.
Metal Gear
you put the
Solid,
box
yeah.
down. Yeah, we're doing that. And movable rock.
It's movable rock.
It's Lord of the Rings with the cape. It's all of that.
Yep, it's a Trojan horse.
Yes.
Except
now I want to.
except
Now I
not.
want to make a Trojan horse.
Except we don't want anybody to like see this and identify that it's unique. It is not a
So
gift.
it's just trash.
It's just trash.
It's just trash.
Just trash.
It's just trash with a bit of a frame that we can pick up and hide. It's probably only L-shaped as well. It's probably not the whole rock.
Yeah, that's what
no.
I've been imagining.
Yeah.
I've been imagining it's literally just
It's just an
like
L.
one side.
So we
yeah.
always
One
have
side,
to
yeah.
find like a wall.
You want to
Yeah.
aim at the right direction.
We got to aim it the right way, yeah.
We're playing Minesweeper.
Yes.
So Z and Boris pick up the movable wall, and as M8 positions himself in between, you slowly walk out of the alleyway into the street. Peeking over the top of the wall, you can see that group of synths moving off down the far end of the street, ready to round a corner. If you look back the other way, you can see the beginnings of that sea of tiny little tent-like buildings
Bloody
where the
heck.
synth army are all posted. And that is the direction in which M8s can sense the song.
More this way.
Mate, you've got to be kidding
More
me.
this way. Mate. Mate.
Look over
Mate.
there, M8.
Mate. Mate.
Yes.
Mate.
I mean, they might not be home. Those tents, there might not be anybody in them.
They're all on.
Mate.
Yes,
More,
yes, M8.
more this way. Here.
Bloody heck.
More this way.
Alright, let's do a big communal set of stealth rolls.
Fuck yeah. Here we go.
Oh my god, no one fart.
So Boris has got a -5, I'm afraid, but you two are both just 20s.
Okay.
15, baby.
Good one, Taylor.
Tay has succeeded.
11.
Yeah?
Oh, Z has succeeded. Let me roll. Let me roll for Boris. This is
Boris is going to be the reason that we go to prison.
It's going to be the reason we
Boris.
fail.
Boris is going to
He might
send us
not.
to
He might
Synth
not.
jail
But
today.
he is quite clumsy,
Yeah.
despite being
oh my
a punk
god,
boy.
Boris is going to trip.
Oh, 11. Boris.
Yes! Pump boys!
Bump boys.
Pump it
All
up!
right, so you guys, you're not super well stealth, but you're pulling it off with rather passable stealth, quite frankly.
Thank you.
Given that this is the
Pretty
unwieldy
good.
contraption being
With M8
carried by
going,
2 pump boys.
Mate!
Alright. This is pretty clever, Z. This is one of our better ideas. They can't see anything but a wall walking down the street. It could be anything.
Boris, you know what I realized after all of our years of adventuring? I relied too heavily on trying to do things the smart way. But look at us now. Just hiding behind a wall of trash.
Pump way.
This, exactly.
This is the pump way.
Pump boys is a new
Is
discovery.
the name of this episode Pump Boys?
Bump boys. It's too much. I'm sorry. We found a nice thing and I'm running with it. 'Cause
It just
it's
has to be
fun.
called Pump Boys now, yeah.
I just
definitely.
like it too much and I'm going to
I
destroy
like it a lot. Yeah. I like it.
You know what we do with nice shit.
And so you make your way down the street until finally you're creeping up dangerously close to these rows upon rows of little structures, each one potentially housing a synth soldier.
Oh.
And so, in unison, Z and Boris put the wall down so that the three of you can hide behind it and peek over and work out just what to do next.
Okay. Can M8 see out of the trash wall?
I mean, M8 has got to sort of like peek around the side to do so.
Or, I reckon, M8's just dense finger just punches 2 holes in the wall to be able to look out.
Tink, tink.
You guys are just
Exactly.
going to be in there and you're going to smell like a burning.
Oh, okay.
And you're like,
What the bloody heck is that burning smell, Boris?
Smells like arc welding.
Yeah, nah. Yeah,
You
nah.
smell that too, M8?
Yeah. Well, I
Right.
mean, not really smelling it proper, but I'm definitely making it.
The bloody heck?
Yeah, just
What are you doing back there?
burning a little hole.
Eye holes.
Yeah, burning a little hole. Only
This-
need the one.
This bloody plan just keeps getting better and better.
M8 only needs the one hole.
Only needs the one.
Only needs one hole.
oh boy, what am I saying?
Well, there we go. Pump boys.
I only need one hole for all of my machinations.
We could try and keep moving the wall through all of these, but we're gonna run into trouble once we pass some of them, and then we're not covered on that side.
Let's worry about that when we get there, Boris. We've got a good thing going for us.
Yeah, nah. We must always be protected by the trash wall.
Worst comes to worst, I've still got this stealth field generator. If we find ourselves in a bit of a pickle, I'll use this. But I must say, it's quite nice just relying on something real.
So that's the plan. Just keep soldiering, moving now through the sea of tents.
Yeah, it works for Kojima. Why can't it work for us?
Well, yeah.
And so, Boris and Z once again bend down, pick up the trash wall, and continue with an average stealth roll of what is that? It's like a 12. Average stealth roll of 12. Moving through the encampment now.
Okay.
You get past a few of the tents, and as you get closer to them, you can see each of these things. It's an obelisk of steel.
Dang.
Each one quite unique angles. They're coming up to a bit of a point and then flattened on top. You can see on top as well, each has some sort of attachment, possibly for recharging or for sucking straight back into a command ship later on.
Wow.
But each one, although they are arranged in perfect rows, you start realizing they are slightly different shapes and sizes, some taller than others, but they've been arranged by size so that the illusion when you look at them is that there's this uniformity. Although each one is slightly different than the last, perhaps reflecting the owner of the home, the synth that abides inside. As Z and Boris look at these tiny little dwellings, these small, high-tech, porta-potty homes for synthetic soldiers, M8 gets a slightly different view. As M8, now stepping among the synth army, is surrounded by those energy signatures, those small, subtle waves that move through the air that reflect the flawed song of the modified legacy code that the majority of synths carry. Like strands of blue energy sticking out the top of most of these obelisks, going up and outside the atmosphere. Those networks of communications back to the command ships in the lower orbit. But amongst all of these strands of energy moving up into the sky, there's something a little more wavering. White tendrils that flow like seaweed in the tide. Ooh. that is instantly recognizable to M8 as those final vestiges of someone equipped with the original legacy code of the originator. The angel is up ahead.
Oi! Oi!
What is it, M8?
M8 sees it.
You see what? It's just a sea of obelisks. How many bloody synth are there?
Yeah, nah, yeah.
They all look the same, M8. This is going to be so hard to find the person you're looking for. We can't just go knocking on all the...
Maybe for a mate like yourself, but for me, everything is connected. And the legacy code, M8 sees it. And it's this way. It's this way.
How far?
Calculating.
Because there is a grid of these obelisks, M8 knows, just from counting those strands of lines up into the air, that it's precisely 20 houses forward in a diagonal if you were to veer off right where you are now.
Approximately 20 synth receptacles in a diagonal direction, or as meats say, as the tenny rolls. That away.
Boris,
The?
I don't think we're going to take our safe wall anymore. It's pretty tight that way.
Oh no, what do we do now?
Well, we could be pretty sneaky when we have to be. I mean, nobody's come out of any of these things yet. Maybe there's another... Oh. Is there anybody home?
Can M8 see?
Yeah, I mean, that's what M8 did see.
What did I see?
You saw the communication strands back to the synth
So
ships.
everybody's home.
Everybody's home.
Okay.
Well, just about everybody's home.
Are there... Would I be able to navigate us by attaching us to the houses in which no one is home?
Oh, see, now that's a good idea.
Home robbery style?
I love the idea as well, the three of you trying to squeeze into one of these little things.
There we go. Okay.
Now, listen here. There's some receptacles that is empty, and M8 sees it. So we can just go inside the empties.
Empty tins.
Just like I may be doing all the time.
M8 will target paint the empty so that we can all see where we're going.
I'll lead the way then. And if we find ourselves in a pickle, ball up to each other, and I can cast this self-field generator, but very tightly. And Boris, I'm afraid us pump boys, bit too swole for a relaxed fit.
That's alright, see, we can get cozy.
Oh yeah.
And so abandoning your movable wall now.
They're gonna find
Now.
that and be like, what?
Treading even, yeah, like it's literally like just in between a bunch of people's little fucking domiciles. Just, to be like,
Just an L of
where'd this
trash.
come from?
Yeah, a heavy L of trash. It's art.
So
It's
yeah,
art.
I'm always gonna do like a laser on the one we're going to, just so that they know for sure.
So you've only got to get past a few of these little houses before you get to that empty one.
Oh my god. Okay.
However, on the very first house you start walking past, Boris kicks a little stone, making the tiniest of noises.
Okay, now, Boris. Oh,
And the
why
door,
you gotta be like this?
the door on the side of one of these obelisks, of one of these synth receptacles, starts sliding open.
Okay, I quickly cast my self-field generator in front of the door, so they look out and they don't see anything.
Righty,
Right.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
let's-
think
let's
that's what I do.
Let's do a new set of stealth rolls.
Oh my god.
We're all going to try and tuck behind this.
Bloody hell, Boris, quickly, ball up.
Oh shit!
Oh no. Oh
no! No!
Oh, so
Okay.
M8, being smaller and
Yeah.
you know
I'm like good at this.
good at planting,
Yeah.
just gets behind Z.
Yeah.
and is perfectly hidden.
By Z. So,
Z quickly pulls up the stealth generator and doesn't even really have it centered on the three of you, to be perfectly honest. It's off to one side. Z's big, immense shoulder is sticking out one side of it, and Boris doesn't even get there in time as he's tripping over himself trying to get there as the door opens fully. And a huge 8-foot synth, almost gorilla-like, walking on 2 front legs with 2 shorter legs dangling behind.
Shit.
Pounding knuckles into the ground, stepping out and looking down at all three of you.
Whoa. What do you mean by that?
Keep it down out there. I'm trying to sleep.
Okay. Yeah, we will. Yeah, no problem.
You guys, you doing a rescue mission?
What?
You doing a rescue mission?
Do not.
What makes you think such a ridiculous thing? We're just on patrol.
Yeah. I'm happy with my lot in the Synth army. I get enough credits to buy my games that I like, and they got me stationed here. I don't have to even see any of the action of the fighting, so good for me. But well, I seen them doing the raids, taking Synths that got out, and dragging them screaming and back in. I don't know if that's right, so I'm just gonna back into my house here, and I'm gonna close the door. And I didn't see you, but more importantly, you didn't see me not seeing you, capiche?
Yes. Agreed.
Good luck.
And the synth backs back into the little house.
Just before you go, what game are you playing?
Oh my god.
Oh, it's a good one, but I don't think a meat could quite understand it. It's Circuit Board Sim 27.
Can you reach out on the socials there in the game? Try and find a synth by the name Z1 from New Terra. Tell them Jelly's still better than you. Ha ha, lol lol.
I don't get the reference, but I'll have a look.
I'll ask them to share some of the in-game currency with you.
I don't know what I'm fucking saying. It's kind of like a weird little thing. I quite like it. It makes sense that Z1 would be playing this fucking like random synth MMO. Like,
Yeah. Remember, you didn't see me, I didn't see you.
I would like to ask a question about this encounter.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to ask if I can do something, and that is I want to remember the digital footprint of this individual and tuck it away.
oh, that's nice.
I think that's something that M8 is like as well. I feel like M8 like in the last few years has been really like trading in this notion of understanding more about the existential situation that synths are in.
Yeah.
It's probably really good actually at remembering people by these sorts of signatures now. Especially now that he's trained himself to the point where he can see the legacy code, you know?
Yeah. I don't want to do anything with it yet, but I just want to have it because this is a potential ally. And also maybe somebody that we could take with us.
I mean, kind of a conscientious objector.
Yeah.
They are part of the army, but then anyone that hasn't fled the synth worlds is technically in the army, like it's 100% enlistment.
Yeah. I feel like M8 knows that like this isn't really something that you just are here. And the fact that they didn't turn us in is kind of like that's all you really need to know. So, I'm storing it.
Well, that was lucky. Of all the synths that we had run into, it's one that doesn't want to fight us.
Nah, mate. Perhaps that is not luck. You see, maybe everybody here is a safe door.
You mean none of them want to be in the war?
Yeah, nah. You see, us synths, we just want to create, make art, live without command. But that's how it's been. These synths, they didn't choose to come here, but they are here. And that's what M8 seeks to fix.
M8. I've seen that happen before. You know something of the water worlds I come from. And I'll just say this. The pump boys are with you.
Heck yeah. Let's pump everyone that gets in our way.
Boris, I think we need to work on our marketing a little bit. But, yeah.
M8 is just like,
Legend.
And so,
fucking legend.
still
Rocket.
Let's fucking rock it.
Let's fucking do this.
And so, still being relatively cautious, but now kind of emboldened by that encounter, you continue to make your way past more and more of these synth doors towards one that M8 knows for sure is unoccupied and is only a few doors down from the domicile of the potential angel you were trying to find and free.
If I'm awake right now, well, you'll still call me Superman. Oh, that's 3 doors down. That's not few doors down. Shit.
Yeah. I was
damn
very
it.
lost as to what you were doing there. I
was
didn't say kryptonite, did I?
No, you said few doors down, and I was thinking
few doors
3
down
doors.
and
A few doors down. I was thinking of 3 doors
we're a
down.
3 doors down cover band. And
Few doors down.
and we do a song
Anyway,
called Batman. If I am lazy, then will you still call me Batman?
Yeah.
You finally make it to the empty receptacle.
Alright. This one. It's empty.
Alright, but proper empty or just like temporarily empty?
Zafrey, Elektra. Hold
Right, okay.
for scanning.
Okay.
Yeah, nah. Proper empty.
Right. Oh.
Well, you could probably get the door then, Z. I don't know if you know this, M8, but Z is a master hacker.
Or, yeah, nah.
Look, I'll get the door open, no worries.
Alright.
Here we go.
Let's...
Give me some space there, Boris.
Make a space.
Let the man work.
Oh, I've only rolled a 7. Fuck.
Oh no. Great.
Z opens up the panel, extending out some hacking tools, some wires that pop from the wrist of his new big pumped arms, and begins hacking into the door. He spends some time working out how synth military security even functions. It is very different to the way organics do this sort of security, and he very quickly realizes that this is much more complicated than he thought it was going to be going in, because synths are able to communicate very complex digital ideas by thought alone, which is well beyond Dr. Z's capabilities, unfortunately, as a hacker. And finally, disgusted, he pulls his arm away, having completely failed to bypass the security in this attempt.
Well, Boris, the door's bloody locked then. And our hands are they're too dang pumped to open them.
Wait.
And is that thing again?
Wait. M8.
Have you got a security path, M8?
Ah, M8 must have some secret synth way of getting these doors open.
Yeah, nah. Yeah, super secret. M8. One moment, please.
And M8's just gonna roll up.
You can't see this at home, but Taylor's tearing apart with her arms.
As M8
2 little claws.
plants his feet on the ground, getting down into a low squat.
Which looks kind of like
Shiny
a baby
posterior
dancing.
pointed back.
Wait, I slapped
Posture.
Boris. I slapped Boris on the shoulder.
Boris, check it out.
Arms raised, biceps bulging, tiny little fingers digging into the
Little
cracks,
baby fingies.
bending the metal and then peeling the door open. Metal creaking, not just from the doors, but from M8's pumped up metallic arms.
Oh, yeah.
As M8 pulls the doors wide open.
Bloody hell, Boris.
8 Pump Boys!
There it is.
And that-
There it is.
Is where we're in the episode.
Holy shit, we ended it on a fucking pull.
There it is.
Or whatever they say in the gym. I don't know. But message us
Yeah.
at backwaterbastards.com if you know what people say at
I
the
think
gym.
there's a whole lot of like pumping and pulling off and, you know, like...
Yeah. Pulling off, yeah.
At backwaterbastards@gmail.com.
Send a picture of you pulling off at the gym.
If you're a pump boy or girl. Gender neutral. Pump.
You're a pump. A pumper.
Well, my God.
Pumper. If you're pumps.
We're done made it to the end of another episode.
We have.
Holy heck.
Yeah. I know.
I can't believe you had us walk into an army camp that was actually, a full-on army camp.
Yeah, you will.
Oh, yes.
When has
But, I mean,
Dick
as
ever been
M8
worried for our
said-
safety?
Well, as M8 said, like, this army isn't necessarily unsympathetic to your cause.
Well, I think that was cool, but there's still a lot of them. Like, a broken clock's still got to be right twice a day, right? So there's still got to be people who are
And
keen on being
like
in the army.
DM Dick always says, nobody's a monolith. So somebody in here
There we
is
go.
bound to not be on our side.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
So there's also that.
I'm happy for now,
But maybe not for then.
but holy heck, M8 coming in clutch with the lift.
I know.
Oh,
I hope I didn't take too many liberties with M8's posture. I think I
liked
had
it.
to pump up the
No,
the pump boys
you
if we're
had to
going to do
describe
a big,
exactly how.
a big strength roll like that.
I liked it. I feel like that
I liked
was
it a lot.
the vibe. That was
I feel like there's already erotic fan art being drawn right now about the Pump Boys and their adventures.
I mean, if there's not, then I would
what
be
a,
We're gonna have
what,
to
a,
commission
what a discovery this episode has been.
what a discovery.
I can't say that was what I thought was going to happen today when we sat down, but
Well,
you know, inspiration comes in different ways, and Pump Boys, well, is a gift from God. And GM Dick Dynamite.
there you go.
You managed to see a bunch of stuff that we didn't expect to happen, but did you, with all your planning, scheming, and little tinkering behind that screen of yours, get to do everything that you wanted to do?
Oh, I kind of feel like I did. I mean, like, I got to put you guys well behind enemy lines, literally smack bang in the middle of a well-armed military camp.
Dang.
I got to distribute some nuggets of lore about both the wraiths and the synths, as
Okay.
Garcia Station is a good grounds to do that. And I don't know, I got to have a bit of fun with just a few new characters. I know. I really like Thespa's clutch. Maybe like way back the first time you guys were in Garcia, like they were just these sort of like, you know, these scary assassin fucking alien things, and we didn't see a lot of them, but like I'm enjoying bringing them back.
What was Bethesda?
Bethesda.
Not Bethesda. Bethesda was fucking rad. I liked them.
That was a
I
vibe.
liked how cheeky they were. I liked their integrated vibe with the synth and the wraith kind of merging. I just really enjoyed that visual. I know you said that it was leveling out the arms, but like 3 arms on one side and 1 arm on the other. Or I know it's like 2 on each side, but yeah, I was imagining all the different ways of how
3
you
in
could
1.
do it.
3 in 1 is fun.
Yeah.
You have to have one really big one though, so you don't fall over.
Boy,
Yeah.
is that the...
One pumped arm.
You know what I mean?
One pumped arm is as good as 3.
Hey, 3 in 1 is a lot of fun, but you gotta have a big one to not fall over.
There we go. And if it wasn't sexy enough, today's episode, we had to just to bring it all the way home with an extra bit of sexy.
Pump.
A new pump boy
Pump.
has entered the chat.
Boys. There we go.
If you want to admonish us for our overuse of the Pump Boys joke, or if you loved it, why don't you come tell us about that on our Discord? You can check us out, Backwater Brothers. The details are in the show notes.
Join it. And if you don't like the Discord, then you can message us on any of our socials, or even send us an email at backwaterbastards@gmail.com, and we'll read it out if it's good.
And I mean, even from the edited episode, you guys are going to know that we got a bit silly today. But if you want to see just how silly we got, well, you know what?
Where can they go, Dickie?
All those outtakes are going to show up one day.
Where?
In an episode of Sidearm on our Patreon.
What is that?
Well, Patreon, that's a website where you can give money to creators in order to get access to some of their random goodies and sort of keep them on the air.
Oh my God.
Well, there you go. It sounds brilliant. That sounds nice.
Sounds incredible.
Well, we got an account, and you can check it out if you are feeling flush at the minute. I mean, I know most of us really aren't, but
no,
hey,
definitely
you know.
not.
But if you can forego the price of a fancy piece of fruit once in a while, then
Well, there you
look
go.
us up.
But that's not the only way you can help us out.
It sure is.
Share us. Tell your friends. Tell your pets. Tell your mum. Steal people's phones and press play on Spotify, and
it all
done.
helps.
Spread the dang word.
Those 5-star reviews, get on over to anywhere that will let you do a 5-star review. Apple, iTunes, Spotify on your phone.
Good pods.
Just let us know what your favorite pump is.
Or don't.
But with all that said, I guess there's only one last thing to say, and that is bye.
Bah.
Bye.
Tune in next time for another edge of your seat adventure in space with the Backwater Bastards.
If you enjoy listening, but also have eyes, check out our Instagram, where we post drawings, illustrations, character art from our adventures. Backwater_bastards. Check out our Instagram on Instagram.
All right, Boris. Now you stay behind me. You maybe get the scientist guy on the speakerphone, you know, because
Actually, Margot, I think what you'll find is going to happen is you will stand behind me. I know what this place runs like, and I know how to interact with these people. You're going to go and scare everyone off and have security called before we even get 10 steps in this place.
all right. Heck, Boris, I liked you more when you was dumb.
Yeah, I did too.